this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. It's exciting after all the prelude, all the pomp and circumstance. Here we go, Greg, opening night.
Yeah, these teams have spent an entire offseason to prepare for this moment. We've heard all the predictions and expectations, but now it's all about show and prove.
Bowen can be dangerous from the perimeter, very accurate from the arc.
Now Fisher. Outside Bryant. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Robinson a screen on Fisher. Here's Parker down low. Here's Robinson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
The defense trying to pull out every single stop it can against Robinson inside, but his size and strength, too much for him.
Now here's Kobe. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Parker against Fisher. Parker passes to Bowen. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And Fisher kicks to Fox. From deep, Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Derek Fisher.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good. In May 2002, Greg, David Robinson announced this would be his last season in the NBA. And you and I know, agree on this. What a classy guy.
I mean, he's won the MVP, an NBA champion, a defensive player of the year. But the hardware that defines the Admiral, winning the NBA Sportsmanship Award.
Now here's Kobe. Ori. And the dunk by Ori.
Most often we see Ori camping out at the three-point line. That time, he goes right to the rim.
On the wing, Duncan. Parker left side. Back to Duncan. Over Ori. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Fisher with it, covered by Parker. On the wing, Robinson pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good from Duncan. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 10-point game. Here's Bryant. Count it.
Hard not to make that pass. Fox with excellent vision to recognize the open man.
1:52 left to play here in the first. Outside Jackson. Pass to Duncan. And here is Parker. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot, and Duncan finishes inside. Duncan's got his second bucket.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
Outside, Ori. Bobbed up there for O'Neal. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You've got to keep a body on O'Neal. I know it's easier said than done. Or, if you don't, he's going to eat you alive on the lob.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls. Let's
Angeles with some changes. Walker's checked in for Orr. Shaw subbed in for Derek Fisher. Spurs leading by 8. Right side, Rose. Smith outside. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Buries the long-range jumper.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here is O'Neal. Shoots over Willis, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
Outside, Willis. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for the Lakers. Madsen comes in for O'Neal, and Georgia subbed in for Fox. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Kobe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
And Kobe drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Rose. Back to Ginobili. Lets it go from deep. Manu Ginobili on the way. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Lakers trailed by 5. George with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Madsen. Kobe draws it up. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Hey, it's a given. Madsen's going to be active in the lane.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Parker puts up a deep 3. Rebound the Lakers. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Bryant. Goes back up. Here's Madsen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Madsen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Typical effort play by Madsen. He is not ever short of effort.
Now here's Parker. Guarded closely. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Laker girls.
Fox, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Spurs also with the sub. Duncan, he's checked in for Willis. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Lakers trailed by 5. Here is Shaw. Lets it go from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark.
Can't lose sight of Shaw, especially when he's in that mid-range area.
Parker outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. O'Neal's checked in for Madsen. Ori comes in for Walker. And Fisher subbed in for Shaw. Free throw drops in for Tony Parker. Well, Clark, we've had a few years without the illegal defensive calls. How do you think the change has gone?
I think it's been good. I mean, again, anytime there's new opportunities to play the game differently, it sometimes takes a while for everybody to embrace that. Man-to-man is still the go-to defense, although we do see some teams playing the occasional zone. But I'm anticipating that will only increase as teams get more comfortable with what zone defenses can do for them.
Rose with the block.
Love the aggressive defense right at the rim. He refused to let that thing get through.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Parker inside, guarded by Fox, and he gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
On the wing, Fox. Outside, Kobe. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for San Antonio. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly, dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time, everyone.
And the Spurs with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Owen comes in for Smith. And it's Jackson in for Tony Parker. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Lakers ball.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Shaq going to work inside.
Great execution to get a look at the rim.
Here's Ginobili. He's got 5. Pass to Bowen. Jackson in the corner. Duncan with the screen for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Now Ginobili. Over Fisher. And he stays with it. A second chance effort. Bryant with the rebound. Lakers trailed by 4. Outside, Ori. Misses the wing jab.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Bryant. Kobe with the slam off the drive.
Coming in hot. Bryant sees an opening and dives inside for the throwdown.
Here's Duncan. No good there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bryant finds Fisher. Shaq with it. Robinson picks him up. O'Neal passes to Ori. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Here's the three ball by Bryant.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
San Antonio trailing here. And Spurs Robinson. And there's Jackson on the assist by Robinson. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
The wide open look here for Fox. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson dishes to Duncan. Got it! Duncan down low.
You know, this is simply Tim Duncan doing his thing, being Tim Duncan, playing with great heart and going to work inside.
And there's the call on Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ori passes to Fisher. And it's sent back by Robinson.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral, his length and reaction time, so impressive.
San Antonio leading by 3, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Bryant. On the wing, Fox. Floats it up for Bryant. And the dunk by Bryant.
When he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself. A matchup nightmare.
Now here's Jackson. Now Parker. Duncan with his screen on Fisher. Here's Parker. And he gets the bucket. Parker's got 11 points.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Ryan against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. It's tipped. Pass to Ori. Up top, Bryant. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Boom. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game.
That three-point shot can change games. It can really open up the half court as well.
Now here's Bryant. 13 points in the game. O'Neal passes to Ori. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ori's got his second basket of the night.
Nice possession. Ori getting the close look to go.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Walker's checked in for Los Angeles. Shaw comes in for Derek Fisher. San Antonio also making some changes. Rose, he's checked in for Robinson. Smith comes in for Bowen. And it's Ginobili in for Steven Jackson. Tries again. Through contact, Duncan.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level, able to play through contact effortlessly.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. O'Neal kicks to Walker. Pass to Bryant. Here's O'Neal. Over Smith. Shaq misses. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Looking to get back on track here. A rebound by Kobe Bryant. Lakers trailed by 6. Here's Walker. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. The Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Fox against Parker. Parker with the steal. From 6 feet. It's a hand on it. Shaw with the rebound. "18 feet out. Jump shot is good that time. Shaw's got 6.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Parker passes to Rose. Spurs passing it around. Right wing. Ginobili outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Spurs leading by 4. Smith outside. Pass to Willis. It's tipped and stolen by Bryant. Over Smith. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's 15 points for Kobe Bryant. Parker surveying the floor. Rose kicks to Parker. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
All right, fans, here comes.
Some changes for the Lakers. Shaq is checked in for Madsen. Fox comes in for Walker. And Fisher subbed in for George. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Phil Jackson said to the team. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Fisher against Parker. Here's Duncan. Duncan fighting through the contact.
Sometimes boxing out is the last part of good defense. Second chance points, if you don't, can decide games.
Parker with the steal. Duncan outside. From deep. He drills the 3. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for San Antonio.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Timeout, Spurs. Corey's checked in for Shaw.
Number 5.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Rose. From outside, and there's the 3.
Boy, he had that one lined up.
Lakers trailed by 8. Not gonna go. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Puts up the 3. O'Neal there for the rebound. Time running out for the Lakers. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Rose. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Shoots it up. Oh, the jumper goes.
Oh, nice pass to set that bucket up.
Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. O'Neal sets the screen for Fisher. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A different look now for San Antonio. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Owen comes in for Smith. And it's Jackson in for Ginobili. Now here's Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Lakers trailed by 10. Ryan in the post. Jackson on him. Jackson with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here and what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Tony Parker.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.